Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us with our Lightning brand as we begin their side of the journey on the road to AEW Blood and Guts. Quite happy with this show. I think it ticks along a few more feuds, so we actually have a pay-per-view card taking shape very, very quickly. Of course, with the amount of wrestlers that we've got, we will have to conclude some of those feuds on Lightning itself. But yeah, I'm really happy with the progress we've made in this show. And as always, we'll have our 6 pre-show matches as well to cover the Dark Elevation portion of it. So without further ado, we are live on AEW Live. Let's do it. So 14,316 at the Memorial Gymnasium in Tennessee. As always, we'll just quickly skip through our matches on Dark. Poor matchup saw Drew Gulak defeat Frankie Kazarian in 12:21 with a spine splitter. That was a 66. Pretty good opener there. We had Riho defeat Indy Hartwell in 8:59 with a Northern Light suplex. That gathered 52. We had QT Marshall pick up the win over Peter Avalon in 8:17 with a glamour shot jumping flatliner. If anything, that sounds like a finisher for Peter Avalon. This matchup, though, did not do great, a 32 rating overall, to protect Peter Avalon, and at the same time, Peter Avalon has suffered chronic knee pain. So that's 2 chronic knee pain injuries in 2 episodes since we've come back to the save. Thanks for that, Chris Sabin. Colt Cabana defeats Alan Angels in 8:27 with the Colt 45. That was a 38. Good victory. I think it's the first one in a long time for Colt Cabana. We then had the Acclaimed cutting a little promo, a little rhyme, just slagging off the Hardys before your main event of the pre-show. That was a 46. And in the main event, terrible pre-show matchup, the Hardys defeat the Acclaimed 9:59 with Matt Hardy pinning Anthony Bowens following a Twist of Fate Swanton Bomb combination. 65, pretty decent. Jeff was head shoulders above the rest. Matt was off his game. Still say, for the level, the overness of the Acclaimed, that's pretty damn decent, so I'm happy with that. Moving on, we begin the show with first in the ring, La Sombra Almas and Ashley. Ashley talks about how she's finally here in AEW, and she's here with her fiancé. But none of this La Sombra Almas anymore. If she's the queen, she's Ashley the queen, then he's the idol, so he will now be going forward as Andrade El Idolo. So they just talked about how they're going to be the dominant power couple in All Elite Wrestling, and that they truly will be at the top of the card. They've shown what they've done to John Moxley at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. Just think what they're going to do to the rest of the roster, who are way beneath them in terms of who they are. So a 78 for that, not the best, but I'll take it. Hopefully we'll get better promos over the course of the night to save our backside. Opening contest of the evening. Didn't have much heat and had terrible wrestling. There's a squash match with Sir Brody Lee defeating Michael Nakazawa in 201 with a pile driver. A 70 rated match up here. Sir Brody Lee looks excellent. And that was our Wild Brawl match of the evening. Then see him go backstage and he bumps into his tag team partner, of course that is Anna Jay, and they just say it's interesting that Andrade and Ashley say they're the power couple. They respect that, but let's be honest, it's BS to know the truth. Well, they're a power couple. Anna Jay and Brother Lee is certainly not a couple, it's more mentor and protege, but it just says that it's cool that's what they think, but maybe they should take note that Brody Lee would probably kick Andrade's ass, and Ashley better watch because Anna Jay is one of the most up and coming prospects under the tutelage of Sir Brody Lee. So a 78 there, joint best promo. We then had a matchup that was kind of turned off because of the people involved in it, but we need to take them over, so they have to get some overness on a higher network. So it was Chris Statlander defeating Maria Manic in 8:50 by pinfall. A 37 here, that obviously will hit a penalty. Statlander off our game, but as I say, we'll just try to build Chris up a little bit. Good victory here. Then a little hype package, just promoting Best Friends, and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Just reminding the people that they are still employed here in All Elite Wrestling, and hopefully we'll see more from them over the next couple of weeks. And then we have a segment that I thought was going to do well, but didn't. So we'll pretend that's not in the ring, that's backstage, and just basically, Saraya's just sitting talking to one of the backstage. We'll say Sandra the seamstress, right? I mean, everybody knows Sandra. She's talking to her, and then out of nowhere, Ashley just comes out and just drenches her with a bucket of water. Just saying, just a peasant compared to me. I'm the queen around here, and I'm just in wrestling in general. It just basically, she laughs walking off, and you just get Saraya just, she's that expression where she's drenched, she's like, I'm covered in water, basically. And Sandra goes to get her like some towels and stuff like that. So Ashley didn't do well with that script, and yeah, that segment, not the best, but at least it gives me an idea where I can start planning a programme going forward. More women's action now. We had an abysmal matchup that saw Thunder Rosa pick up the win over the Fashion Empire's Chelsea Green in 9:48 with a reverse DDT. 36, another matchup that was turned off by pre-show workers, but I need to take the women over so then they can do well here and they can do well on AEW heels. So investing in a few of them. Thunder Rosa is another one of them as she picks up the win this evening. Then have Bayley come out and just talk about how she's here in AEW. She thought it was quite cute, the words that Mercedes came out with at Double or Nothing, just saying that she'd been following her everywhere. Bayley's someone that always wants to have those moments and strive to be the best, and she believes that AEW has morphed into one of the best women's divisions in the world. Because it might have stolen all the horsewomen, bar Becky and a few other very, very talented athletes, and some of the picks from NXT. But yeah, I just feel like, as I say, we need all the name power we can get, and I certainly feel Bayley will be someone that can do well here. Just a bit disappointed the promo only leads to a 47. Moving along with a poor matchup for the AEW Live Championship, and it was Scorpio Sky picking up a victory over Axel Dieter Jr. in 9:19 with the Fatal Lancer. 8th defence of the belt, a 69. Scorpio Sky doing some good stuff here since we've started investing in a push on him, and his 71 plays a 54. However, if you deal with Axel Dieter Jr., you also have others to deal with, and that led to him getting the absolute crap beat out of him by Volta, who attacks him, beating him down to the mat. Potential future championship match could be on the horizons for Volta, but and I always have to say it with that accent and pronunciation, so apologies if that's not what people want to hear, but a 71 anyway. I'm looking forward to that feud going forward. Somebody saved the day with a promo, and it's the Spanish god, it's Sammy Guevara, and Sammy just basically says, you know, that's Hager gone, he's done, he's decided to leave. I've got Proud and Powerful out of my hair, they can go do their thing. This is about my time to shine. I'm going to start that tonight with this victory over this luchador El Generico. He's just going to be one pawn on my journey to becoming the AEW World Champion. So of course, when something like that happens, a good matchup. So El Generico defeats Sammy Guevara in 13:41 with the Brainbuster. A 77 here. Generico needs to get over, so obviously that's why I had him pick up the victory. It's also a wild brawl. There is times where I really like wish I just stuck with Sami Zayn, but we've opted in for El Generico, so it's time to get him over. Well, I might unmask him at one point. It's a game I suppose I could do. I wouldn't do it in real life. I feel you've got to protect the Generico character. But I think we could get away with that at one point. But for the moment, Sammy Guevara is going to be seething following that. We have a promo from Santana and Ortiz, Proud and Powerful. It's kind of pretty similar to what Sammy Guevara just said. They just said that inner circle is done, it's over, it's finished. It's now just about Santana and Ortiz, and they are going to set their sights on becoming the AEW Tag Team Champions. So, Penta, Phoenix, better watch your back because Santana and Ortiz are after you. That's a 68. They were in action against the Hybrid 2. Decent matchup here. Saw Proud and Powerful pick up the win over Evans and Angelico in 9:05 when Santana pinned Jack Evans. Just a 72 here, and Generico and Jack Evans, not the most over in the world. And there are another two that are suffering from a lack of a character. That's going to be stale anyway, so that's 4. Rehost are Brody Lee and Generico and Jack Evans, all needing tweaks to their character. We finished the show. Cody Rhodes is going to come down and scout our main event, which is a 74 rated segment. Our main event this evening is going to be Kenny Omega in action against the other half of the tag team champions, Pentagon Jr. I think he's still Penta, I might need to change it to 0M. And they had a good matchup, exceptional matchup. Kenny Omega defeats Pentagon Jr. in 21:40 with a one-winged angel. 88 for that matchup, 894 plays a 91. What penalties have dragged that under? None, it seems. So my wee story I'd started building here was just basically Kenny's going to keep like having to fight these like mega matches and just tire himself out. So Cody will maybe think he can get an easy victory. But 88 there. Overall, an 85, so we increase our pop in 30 regions. Not within the US, but certainly globally. So obviously AEW Live, I believe, is everywhere, so we'll benefit from that. But Kenny picks up a big victory over Penta, and we'll jump back to the main screen and see what this went down. But yeah, you got a couple of feuds that have started there, I think 4 at least, so already I'm sitting with 8 feuds that I've got pretty much planned. And you can tell the difference of why this is the Killing the Business mod from a while back, with how quick that loaded, because it is a light mod. So fantastic reviews for the show, which is good. Peter Avalon's injury means he'll continue to wrestle, and Vladimir Kozlov has left the building. Andrade El Idolo says that Max Caster is a natural talker. Drug testing was 7,000, a 7.2 TV rating. I just want to check that, because it's been a while since I've been on the save. I would like to go to investments, upgrade. So at the moment, very big in the US, medium everywhere else apart from India and the British Isles. So we'll slowly but surely build it up. With my OFW save, I've really noticed the benefits of being in a position with a good internet commercial network. And I think what we'll probably see if I just go to not developmental, if I go to broadcasting, I think once our deal runs out for Dynamite, in 4 months and 3 weeks, I think we're just going to move everything to AEW Live. As well, it's going to get us the most money, so I'll go with that, and I assume at one point as well we'll probably drop them, and we'll just have everything going off AEW Live, all TV shows. Maybe shouldn't have done commercial internet, maybe should have done commercial cable, that's what I was looking for, I think there. But overall, pretty happy with that. So that's us. We will head on now to our next week's shows, live shows. A bit different saying that when Impact was taped for so long, but I hope you enjoy what you saw. As I say, we'll have a few matches in motion for what we're going to have over the next couple of weeks, and I think at one point we'll maybe look at trimming the roster down a little bit as well. So thanks for watching. Any comments, let me know what you think. A wee thumbs up is deeply appreciated. Take it easy, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.